Jennifer Lopez is in Australia for the very first time. She's sold millions of records, she's been in the spotlight for decades, but she insists she's still Jenny from the block.
For the most part, we do live somewhat of a normal life, except we travel a lot and we have a bigger house than when I grew up. You know what I mean? But I kind of act the same as my mom did and stuff. You know what I mean? It's still the same kind of upbringing. I live the way that I was raised. This is my first world tour, so it's my first time everywhere, obviously here in Australia as well. I don't know, it was just kind of how my career went, doing movies and music and doing all the other things that I do. It was hard to carve out the time that it takes to do a world tour. That's pretty much the whole reason. And then once, with Twitter and Facebook and fans kind of being able to tell you exactly what they want, exactly how they feel, it was probably the biggest question I got asked. You know, when are you touring? Why haven't you ever toured? Can you please tour? I loved you on the American Music Awards. Why don't you, you know, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what, this is something that I have to do. You know, I was 9 albums in. I'm about to make my 10th album. And I was like, I've never done this. This is something that I need to do. Not just, it was for me too, and for the fans, so. You have to just learn how to navigate. It's not just the paparazzi, it's the media too. You know, it can be very kind and it can be very, very not kind. You know what I mean? And the paparazzi are very invasive on your personal time, even though you have to play with them on your work time. So it's riding this line and learning how to do that and knowing that you deserve to have a life as well as your work. And tailoring your life to that. It's not an easy thing. It's something that you learn over the years to navigate. It's a tough thing though, but it can be done.
But part of the Idol thing is encouraging new people to come through, and essentially they're after your chart positions. So how do you stay so relevant? What's your secret to staying on top?
Well, first of all, that's part of it. I don't think of things like that. I don't find myself in competition with anybody else. And I think when you're an artist, you kind of just are always doing what you do. It's not about competing with other people. It's just making your music and having your message and performing the way you perform. There is no two people who are really alike. So I just keep doing what I do.